Hello, my name is Catherine Otan, and I'm the founder and CEO of Parkinson Partners, LLC. I wanted to tell you a little bit about me and my story. I am a Parkinson's advocate, Parkinson's expert, and I do this because my husband has Parkinson's, and he was diagnosed 13 and a half years ago. I did not know anything about Parkinson's at that time. He was diagnosed, the doctor said, "Here's your meds. See you in a year." We walked out and said, what the? And for me, as an entrepreneur, that was not good enough. So I got involved with a local group, the Parkinson Support Center of Kentuckiana, served on their board for 4 years, ran support groups, and then worked with them for a short time as the director of Parkinson's support. And honestly, what I learned in that was that there is something missing from the care and support for the Parkinson's community, and that was individual patient advocacy. I had been to every single one of my husband's doctor's appointments with him and realized that he was so very, how can I say this, distracted, looking at the clock, waiting for his next medicine. He would forget things, and if I wasn't there, I don't think he would have done as well. And of course, at that time, I didn't know there was such a thing as a patient advocate. But as time went on, I decided when I left the Parkinson Support Center that I had to do something to help the community of Parkinson's. So I created Parkinson Partners to be a patient advocate, to educate, to advocate, and to train folks around the community. A lot of what I do is communicate with the doctors. So the most important thing is when I work with a client, I'm a family surrogate who's an expert. I will go and meet them at the doctor. I will make sure to ask the right questions. I will make sure to follow up and get the right answers. Many times they'll take you in little circles and you are like, oh, okay, no, we didn't get an answer. I make sure that I do that. Additionally, I help them track their symptoms and the medication side effects. And those are two key things that can make a difference in how someone with Parkinson's does poorly or well. Additionally, I help them develop a care team. And by that I mean if they need a medication management specialist, I refer them to someone. If they need a CPA or someone to help them with, getting their bills done because they can't write anymore, I have folks to refer them to. I'm also a resource for national groups. And one of the things that is most important is the tips and techniques that I can teach and developing short and long-term planning, because everyone's situation with Parkinson's is different. And if the families are involved, whenever they can be, that makes it easier for the person who has Parkinson's because it's a team effort. It's very hard for someone who has Parkinson's to be alone. So we try to connect them with the communities in the area. I also run support groups. We run 4 support groups in the Louisville area, and we're very proud of that. It's an opportunity for us to educate folks about Parkinson's and how complicated it is. Most people think it's just tremors and that's it. There's so much more to it. And every single person with Parkinson's has a different experience. Some people never have a tremor. Some people, they actually can live 20, 30, even sometimes 40 years with the disease, and others, it progresses faster. Doctors usually can't tell you how fast or how slow you're going to progress. They also can't tell you what symptoms you're going to develop because things change. So one of the most important things as an advocate is to help people through the journey. And that's what Parkinson Partners does. And we work one-on-one with the individual with Parkinson's and their families. We can work with folks long-term or short-term. We can also work with folks, if you have a family member in the area where we are, in Louisville, Kentucky, you can hire us from outside to be the advocate and keep you informed of what's going on. Whether that's in a facility or in a private home, it doesn't matter. But it's very important for folks to understand the difficulties of living with Parkinson's. And so I think one of my key things that I love doing is educating.